Hey y'all, what it do? What it be like? Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you guys had a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous, and blessed day so far. I woke up with something on my heart, and it's actually been on my mind for the past couple of days. So I just wanted to come through and share with you guys how I've been feeling. So I've been really thinking a lot, reflecting, which is a blessing, right? We all need to reflect sometimes. And I was just thinking about how intricate the human life cycle, our life cycle, how interesting it is. And how it is very lucrative from conception until elderly age, right? So, first, let me start by talking about the intricacies of the human body. So, the human body is very complex, right? You need everything, right, to work together on the inside for you to be able to work as the human that you are in the world today, right? So, think about your brain, right? If your brain fails to operate or function properly, then you will be dysfunctional. The way you think, the way you act, the way you treat others, the way that you connect to humanity. If your brain fails to fire correctly or have a misfire, then there's a lot of things that you're unable to comprehend or understand, right? If your heart doesn't work properly and your brain functions very well, your body is unable to function properly. Maybe your arm may fail to move. You may be unable to walk. You may be unable to see. See, the thing about the human body is it needs every single thing to function properly for you to fully get the human experience, right? So we're been led to believe. However, what if we were taught that even though our brain misfires, we're still able to use the functioning cells to think and to comprehend? What if we were taught that we're still able to do that, right? What if we were taught that even though our heart has a problem, that we're still able to use certain pieces of our bodies to still function for humanity, right? So often we come into life and we're taught, right? When we come into life, we're taught, when we're born, we are taught. We're taught certain things about who we are. We're taught certain things about what we are. And then we're taught certain things about why we exist, right? Who, what, why. We're all taught those things. So when we come into life, why are we taught that we have to have money? Y'all feel where I'm going? Because listen, when you are an adult, right? And you're giving birth, you're creating another being. Before that child even exists, there is a market for that child. So when that child is born and conceived in your belly, there's a market. You've got to buy diapers, right? You've got to buy formula. You've got to buy a crib. You've got to buy onesies. You've got to buy socks. So before the child is even come into this world, there is a monetary value placed upon said child, which is a human being, which is a life, right? So then once that child comes into the arms of the parents that have already been taught by their parents, that have already been taught by their parents, that have already been taught by their parents, right? To be led again by a new set of parents to teach this child. And then when this child enters into this world and they grow up and become an adult, the cycle is never ending. We are always taught who we are. We are always taught what we are. We are always taught why we exist. Have you ever taught yourself something? Have you ever learned on your own how intricate you are, how delicate you are, and how your existence has a very, very powerful print once you come into this world? Have you ever taught yourself? So many times we are walking around here trying to look to somebody to teach us who we are, to teach us what we are, to teach us why we exist. When we are the ones that have the codes inside of us, we know who we are. You got to teach yourself that. We know what we are, but you have got to teach yourself what you are. We truly know why we exist. We know why we exist. But have you taught yourself why you exist? Have you? We have got to take time out from this world that we live in that would never, ever exist without the existence of a human being. This phone I'm recording this video on today would never exist without us. The communication, the glasses, the jewelry, everything, we create this. We are why we exist. Without humanity, there will be zero existence for humanity. And let me repeat that again. Without humanity, there will be zero existence for humanity. And I hope you guys wake up and realize that all this that we see only exists because of we. And if we want what we see to change, we have got to create it so it will exist. We have got to tap into who we truly are, what we truly are, and why you truly exist. And then we can start to heal everyone else. Because guess what, y'all? It takes a team. We are all connected in life because we are human. And once we realize that without humanity, the life we see, the life we live right now will cease to exist because we have the power to destroy it. So if we have the power to destroy it, we have the power to create a true existence for all in humanity. Because y'all, believe it or not, we are all one. And once we start functioning in this life as one humanity, then we will truly be able to see why each and every one of us exists. You guys, I pray and I hope that these words resonate with you and you start looking for your what, your why, and your who. Because the world needs you now more than ever. If we fail to realize why we exist, the human life that we know can definitely be non-existent. Have a beautiful and blessed day, everybody, and get inspired to create what we want to exist. Humanity is thriving, it's alive, and it's well, but it can definitely be destructed and destroyed by us as well. We've got to decide, what do we want to do with who we are and why we exist in this human world. Have a blessed day, and I pray that your soul starts listening to me, and I pray you start listening to your soul. Have a blessed day, everybody, and get inspired.